Hi, this is the Ivy League astrologer with the April 2015 reading for Vedic Gemini. Please do check your Vedic signs as they are different from Western signs. So the website I like is galacticcenter.org, but you can choose any that you like. Yeah, and I have a whole little spiel about that down below, so check it out if you're interested. Okay, so let's get started. So my sense for Geminis for this month is that you have a real... You've been sort of like incubating an idea. And I feel like this month is like the beginning of it, like just starting to come into reality, just starting to come out of your mind, and you kind of seeding the first bits. Yeah. And I feel like this has to do with sort of like an escape from like a situation that has kind of kept you down. I think for some people it could be a job or like an industry, like a path you have been pursuing. For some people it could be a relationship, but you're trying to overturn some source of power in your life that has been treating you unkindly or treating you unfairly. I feel like you're contemplating like a big break there, but you have a lot of doubts about it. I think because it's foundational to who you are and to where you are now. But it seems like the time is coming, or has come. I think it will vary for people how close you are to that time, but I think that the time is really coming for this to end. And you may not be sure if you want it to end. Like it may be one of those sort of like you feel abused by this power, but you also feel comforted by it somehow, or you just don't know where you would be or who you would be without it, I think is what it is. At least it's a container, It's like, even though it's not ideal, at least it's something, I think is the sense that there is here. But yeah, I think you are going to be intuitively led out of that situation, and kind of new ideas are going to begin to flow for you. And I think there's a new path that's opening up in front of you. It may be a little tricky to kind of get on the path. You may have a few like false starts. But yeah, I feel like once you... Again, it seems like this is a month of like really moving it out of the planning stages, or it feels less like direct planning and more just like kind of internally there's been a change that needs to express. So it's like it's moving it out of this like phase of emotional getting ready and like into reality. And I think you're going to be supported on that journey. And I think it's going to be very healing for you, even though it's frightening. So yeah, I think someone may offer you a hand this month too in getting out of that. Or just in seeing beyond it, seeing into like a new kind of future that could be there for you. For some people, this will be a renewal of an old relationship or an old job path. But I do think there will be help available to you this month. Maybe financial help. And I think definitely a lot of kindness. Yeah, I think that this is in order to help you see that you do have control, you do have power here, even though you may feel that you don't. You may feel you're at the whim, of someone or something else, but that you can choose to kind of grow your garden where you will and how you will. But you may need some time to think about really how to proceed with that. And that's advised. Yeah, it's something that you kind of need to let it all the way settle in, so it's like at the beginning of the month I see you having a lot of like a strong feeling that you need to change, and I feel like you're visioning it in your mind, and then it's slowly coming into light, but you still need time to kind of hang out with it and see how it might proceed. And again, it's kind of like a visioning process, but it's like the visioning process from the beginning gets turned upside down a bit. I think it just, it externalizes and then it internalizes again. You may, again, I'm getting a sense that you may be sad to leave this thing that's not working out for you, or that's not really making you happy, but that you've worked hard on. You've worked hard to build this structure. Yeah, but I think there's good stuff that's waiting for you. You may just need to take a time out to kind of feel your way to that. And this may disappoint someone else that you need to take this time, but it feels like you have to do it. So just kind of allow yourself time to heal, time to be within yourself, and time to really get clear on what your priorities are and where you want to go, and what you need to make you whole. Because I think that's going to help you to stand stronger eventually, like when it is time to really step out into the reality of this plan or of this dream. So yeah, you need that time. You need time to build your own foundation and to build your own structure here, to make sure that you're headed in the right direction, so you don't have to backtrack once you're already once you have already truly begun. So there may be someone kind of waiting for you to make a decision. And I think that may be on your mind. This could just be a friend or somebody who's advised you to get out of this situation. But it really seems like you need to, as well-meaning as other people are, it has to come from your heart. Like, you're not going to be able to, sorry, it's super annoying. You're not going to be able to really actualize this unless it's your vision, So there's a lot about vision here. And it's like this kind of just beginning, like, dream kind of vision. And then it can be a very live, beautiful thing down the road. And someone is offering you maybe more than you're ready for, almost even, like the wholeness of what they're offering you is like exciting and inspiring, but it also makes you need to go within a bit more and kind of spend more time like waking dreaming about it, or like actively envisioning it, and that may cause you to turn away for a little while, but I think it's still brewing within you, and I think it will get to the point where it becomes really your vision, but you need to take that time to let it get there, to let it grow up from within you, from your own soil. It's not something that somebody else can offer you and you can just be like, oh great, that's a great idea, I'll just do it that way. You need to really all the way feel it, and that's what's going to end your suffering and like not give you a sense of second guessing yourself or doubting yourself. You need to move forward when you're ready. And that may mean remaining at a bit of a distance from someone that you had hoped to come together with, but you really have to listen to yourself here, because this is deep work that needs to be done, and you kind of can't half-ass it, basically. So yeah, there may need to be a bit of a split for a little while, but I think it will come back together. I think it will be healed. Yeah, you have to get way down in there this month. You're really being encouraged to open up your little Pandora's box of terrors, of fears, and like let them come in, feel it, like let them come in so that and swirl around so that they can go out, Yeah, I think things are not quite in balance just yet. You kind of have to wait for them to be balanced out. And I feel like it's like your own stuff is not quite balanced out yet. Like, you've made a good start, but I feel like you still have issues that you need to cut away. Yeah, there's still a bit of a veil between you and where you want to be. And I think a little bit of it is because you may be hanging on to just some old ideas about yourself, old concepts about yourself that don't really fit anymore. They don't really fit you, and you can let them go, but you may feel the need to hang on for a while. But that's actually keeping you kind of out of balance. But I think, again, it's like the process has to be real. It has to be deep. So you kind of have to let all these things hit home before you can really cut them away. But I do see you coming out the other end of it, I mean, you're not going to be stuck there in, like, exercising your demons mode forever. I think you really have to find that balance within yourself between what your mind wants and what your heart wants, your career and your family, kind of just what you're giving and what you're getting in some cases too. Yeah, and then you can go back and heal this separation that may be going on. So I think there will be time for that. That may or may not happen this month. But I think that you can go back and heal that, but you have to heal yourself first. So and I think it really does involve letting go of an old dream that you have outgrown, but there may be a lot of other little tendrils and roots attached to that dream that you have to pull out as well when you're disposing of this dream, so that takes time, takes work. So that's what I see for April 2015 for Geminis. I hope that's helpful, and if you'd like a personal reading, please do get in touch. My email is theivyleagueastrologer@gmail.com, and my information is down below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good April. Thanks.